Hey, so we made it back on our epic trip. It was almost 7,500 miles. I believe we went through 18 states, visited 8 national parks. We also did Horseshoe Bend, was, which is pretty awesome. Did some pretty cool hikes. Hit two new national parks. I think I might be wrong. I think that makes it 35. White Sands and Petrified Forests were the two that we hadn't been to. One thing I did was this. I wore this all the way through the trip. Grand Canyon National Park. Well, the hat was a classic yellow, and I thought it should be more of a red sand color since it's Grand Canyon. So on the parks with the red sand, I rubbed it in. I grabbed sand and rubbed it in, and gradually it kind of gave more of a red tinge, rusty tinge to it. So we've been home for I think 2 days. I'll be starting to post the longs. I kind of tried to keep up with the shorts, but the 8 national parks that we visited were Capitol Reef. We drove through it, did more of a pull over and see the sights view because we drove from the Salt Lake City region, all the way to the other side of the state, which is Moab. After Capitol Reef, we stopped off at Canyonlands. Canyonlands, man, what a amazing place. The thing that's so cool about Canyonlands is you kind of get a feeling of the Grand Canyon, but it has a lot less visitors, so you kind of have the park to yourself. And then Arches National Park, we did an iconic hike together as a family. We did a Delicate Arch hike. It was really fun. It was really hot. The kids are pretty pooped after that. After Arches National Park, we drove back to the other side of the state. And what did we do? What did we do? We did Bryce Canyon. So we did 4 out of the 5 national parks in Utah. Bryce Canyon is one of Lori and my favorite parks. I think it's Lori's second favorite park behind Yellowstone. And then we went into Arizona, did a day at the Grand Canyon, followed the iconic, what is it? My mind's not working good this evening. Um, Rim, Rim Trail. We did about a half a mile on the Rim Trail, pretty much where the barricades are. It's kind of spooky having kids right on the edge of the Grand Canyon without a fencing there. That has some of the most iconic sites in the park, so that was cool. We hadn't been there for I think 8 years, so the kids were so young or not even born. The young ones weren't even born when we were there last, so they couldn't even remember it. And then after the Grand Canyon, we started going east again, and we hit Petrified Forest, which is, like I said, first time we've been there. It was so cool seeing the logs petrify like rock, it was. Um, and then White Sands. White Sands was so cool. Just by chance, it was cool that day for that area of the country. It was in the low 80s, and it was so hot being in the desert, in the sandy region. I'm so glad it wasn't 100 because I don't think I could have survived um, on that park. Kids did a lot of sledding there, which was cool. And then from White Sands, we started really going east. And our last national park we stopped at was Mammoth Cave. Word of advice: if you go to Mammoth Cave, if you want to do one of the big tours of the cave, they said book at least 2 weeks ahead of time during the summer. When we got there, all the big tours were fully booked. So we did the self-guided tour, which is pretty awesome. You go about a half a mile into the caves, and there's some really cool spots in there. And then from there, we gradually came home, and we're back in Maine. So keep checking videos. I'll be posting probably a video about every 3 days, probably 2 videos a week. But I'm about to go into the national parks, so it'll be fun putting those together. Okay, have a good day.